리하! 부릉부릉 리하, it's Alpha Riha Rhinus Riha. Welcome to the stream, everyone. It is Final Fantasy Day still. It's still Saturday. Is the audio dying? Ah. Okay, maybe that's better now. 애니 농노들 굽이 살피시느라 피곤하신 노구를 이끌어가며 선전에 키신 그 가게에 저는 정말 기계에 저는 정말 탄복하였습니다. 탄복하십시오. 항상 감사하십시오, 휴먼. Yeah. I was busy today. I was out of my home from like 10 a.m. and then 10:30 a.m. I think. Wasn't free until 11 p.m. 11:10 p.m. Anyway. 케비다야님 리하 어서오세요. How's the audio now? Should be better. I don't know why it died at the start. Maybe it has something to do with VCam freezing. Maybe that just messed up some processes. Anyway, we are finishing Endwalker. The stream's probably going to be like 40 minutes to an hour. 오디오 괜찮군요. 감사합니다. Skipping Food Guesser. We'll dive right into... Game capture. FFXIV Dixie 11.exe Final Fantasy Civ. Okay, we're not getting any frame drops for now. Playing at 1440p. I think it's 1440p. Although I set it to 1440p, but this looks lower res than 1440p. Okay, now it looks better. I don't know what was happening earlier. Maybe because I wasn't focused on the window. Hopefully it stays like this. No extra frame drops. Nothing to report right now. Frame rate looks good. Do they have DLSS? They do have DLSS. DLSS 2.5, I think. Enabled already. Maybe I can play 1080 or 4K then. .58 frames per second. 1440p. What happens if I boost it? Am I gonna get crazy frame drops on OBS? Also, what's the difference between 3840 by 2160 by 120 Hz and 3840 by 2160 Hz? Sorry, 2160 by 120 Hz. What's the difference here? Maybe one's with and without DSC? No frame drops yet. I mean, no constant. There was some frame drop when it was changing, and again. But once everything's loaded, there's no frame drop. 36 FPS though, with DLSS. How's that? 애견 여특 1, 2프레임의 연연함. 그런가? Okay, up to 53 frames, 55 frames. DLSS working magic. Okay, we're up to like basically 60 FPS. And we're not dropping frames, so maybe we'll just play it like this. 괜찮아 보임. 특리하. The last time in 14, we beat the end singer. We convinced one Meteon. But there were a whole bunch of Metea who were not convinced that the Earth, I mean Ethers, should end. So instead of convincing, we physically bokobokoed them. And after we bokobokoed the Metea, we were met with our mortal enemy, our greatest friend and our greatest mortal enemy, Xenos. And we also bokobokoed him, because no amount of convincing or talk is gonna fix him. I tried fixing him, it just didn't work out. So we came back safely. People thought we were dead, but we weren't. Thank goodness. And now, with the impending doom taken care of, the Signs of the Seventh Dawn is now disbanding. Officially, it's disbanding, but some members are still going to be active, unofficially. So we're having our little party, saying goodbye to our friends, even though we'll see them again. 그럴 때만 태소녀래. Aibo and I both crossing our arms. This is kind of funny. Who's gonna say the first word? Someone say something. If you have something to say, then out with it. Just worried how you'll earn your keep now. Just wondering how I will earn my keep now. Am I more worried about myself or about Estinian? Probably about Estinian, huh? And here's a zoom. We have jobs after jobs lined up. Even if the planet Ethers isn't doomed, we have many jobs, including FedEx jobs. But what's Estinian gonna do? The dragons are peaceful. The Earth's impending doom has been dissipated. We are worried how he will earn his keep. Talk as if the science dissolution was more than a mere pretense. There may be fewer calls to action, but we should be compensated as before. Why are you so concerned for me, anyway? In any case, I do not want for options, even if some are worse than others. No sooner did Eimer hear about our disbandment than he offered me a position as a guardsman in the Imperium district. As a former Azure Dragoon, I'm guaranteed to be popular, he said. A guardsman in the player housing area in Ishgard. Who does he take me for? Even without his meddling, I am perfectly capable of finding employment, and have! Some days ago, a Hanish envoy arrived with word from Vritra. The Worm requested my presence as soon as things have settled here. He didn't deign to mention why I'm needed, but it pertains to dragons like us not. In Thavnir, like elsewhere, the phenomena caused by the final days abated when you defeated Meteon. Aranniha, though it was too late for those who had already transformed, life is beginning to return to normal for the survivors. Of those who... Oh my goodness, my VCam. Of those who sought refuge in Charlayan, most have already returned home, but many do not have a home to return to, nor loved ones. By an arrangement between Vritra and the Forum, such souls may remain in Charlayan if they wish to work and study. Tanibiriha, Vritra was always a satrap in truth. It's gratifying to see him become one in name as well. One who has the complete confidence of his people. If the envoy's tone was any indication. I often find myself speaking favorably of dragons of late. Not so long ago, I would have assumed his benevolence hid ulterior motives, but 'tis clear he cares for his people, and they in turn revere him. How's the 3060 Ti situation? It's as it looks, it's working okay. We're doing 4K DLSS upscale. There's no settings in the game. I think it just automatically adjusts the internal resolution to hit 60. And we are hitting 60 right now. Thank you, Leather Jacket Man. To know such nation may flourish is comforting. Vretra's kin sought release from conflict. So weary were they of suffering it wrought. They surrendered to oblivion. Okay, now he's talking about the dragons in the dragon planet that we saw in Ultima Thule. But Midgard Storm didn't give up. In hope, he made the journey to distant Etheris with his clutch of eggs. And though his progeny went on to be embroiled in conflict with men, there were times when they transcended hatred to abide in harmony. That is their legacy and their triumph. In my lens, I feel the weight of their struggle and the strengths of their resolve, and it lends me strengths. Yeah, the dragons got smoked by the robot guys. It was like a Pyrrhic victory for the robot guys, but a victory nonetheless, and the dragons ended up just dying because their sacred sanctuary was no longer resplendent with ether, and they could no longer grow younglings. That's why Omega was chasing Midgardsorm from where they fought all the way to Etheris. These things I might never have learned had I not joined you. Should you ever have need of me, I will come. At the very least, it might be an opportunity to earn coin. I like Estinian with a ponytail. It works well. Our champion and savior. I was beginning to think my chance for an audience would never come. Ahem. That sounded more amusing in my head. Speaking of heads, I was worried about yours. And the rest of you, for that matter. On demand, I trust. Nod. Glad to hear it. You were in a bad way, and healing magics are no. I'm impressed by how swiftly you've recovered. Then again, 'tis hardly the first time you've cheated death. Your strength of will has never failed to astonish me. Well, says the guy who was the first one to kind of die to Meteion and stayed alive through the sheer force of his will. Look at what you've accomplished. Meteion defeated, her Song of Oblivion cut short, the source and all her reflections delivered from the final days. If you had faltered at the last, then all hope would have been lost, but you held fast. Now Rin has a tomorrow to look forward to, and I could ask for no greater gift than that. Such a dad. As for the lesser gift, however, the next time you see her, I would appreciate you not describing my travel plans with Eorzea as aimless wandering. We've a purpose in our roaming after all, keeping an eye on things in the absence of the signs on the world stage. There will never be an end of little problems that go unattended by nations. We will do our best to help out where and when we can. Which I suppose is an approach not far removed from aimless wandering, when you get down to it. Perhaps you could tell her I'm faring well and leave it at that, huh? No need to mention this feeling of being uprooted. I've never been one to stand still for long, but when I think of home, 'tis the rising stones which comes to mind. How many times have we set out from this base, thence to return when our work was done? On the day the signs came together, I only hoped Minfilia to find a place where she belonged, but never did I expect to find one here for myself. Yeah, going from a rogue to a gunbreaker, going from a choroi boy to a dad, that's a big transformation. I'm proud of you, Thancred. I am proud of you. Indulge me, Riel. I have a question for you, and imagine Minfilia herself is asking. Alright, let me try to do my best Hashiro Miyuki voice. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Are you glad you joined the Scions? No, more deeper and more breathy. Are you glad you joined the Scions? I don't know. More clear too. Her voice is like clear, slightly deep, and very, very breathy. Best decision I've ever made, or there's never been a dull moment, that's for certain. I don't know if it's the best decision I've ever made, but certainly there's never been a dull moment. You know, almost dying like a dozen times. Fighting the greatest ancient being, Hades. Fighting the ancient dragon, Midgard's Armir. Fighting the robot that extinguished the ancient dragons, Omega. Fighting the end singer that extinguished all life in the universe except for Aethers. Yeah, quite a number of troubles we ran into. And that's putting it mildly. That's one way of putting it. In many ways, the experience has left us far stronger than when we began. Except for those who died, like Moonbrita, Papalimo. So yeah. But all good things must come to an end, at least for a time. Should you need a helping hand for infiltration or reconnaissance? Wait, they're not using the word anymore. They're reconnoitering. You know who to ask. I'll come running, and you will likely get a certain funny talking fortune teller into bargain. Uriangje, the funny talking fortune teller. Let's go talk to Uriangje then. What does the funny talking fortune teller has to say? Have to say. Riel, thou hast spoken with our comrades. Though this parting be not forevermore, is nonetheless occasion for sorrow, akin to a pixie's path. The navigation of such farewell is perilous endeavor indeed. For their part, however, the Loporrits embark upon a new beginning. Though bereft of its purpose as a vessel, the moon yet remaineth hospitable for creatures of Ethers. That is true, the moon is hospitable for people. Real static. Mrrr. 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 Is my audio actually having... Let the rabbit ears do their job. Thus do our lunar visitors convene with the forum, intent upon assigning some new and beneficial role to our solitary satellite. Oh, the VCam glass you're talking about. Also, my fan's not spinning at 85% anymore. What's going on? Did I have a driver crash? And the fan setting reset? Oh, that's cause I changed my Oh my god, I'm dumb. I was thinking, my 9070 XT is awfully quiet. There's a driver reset. No, I swapped the graphics cards. That's why we are having trouble playing this game in 4K without DLSS. Crazy how quiet a triple fan 3060 Ti with an overbuilt cooler is. Thus do our lunar visitors convene with the forum, intent upon assigning some new and beneficial role to our solitary satellite. Yet, ere that may come to pass, there is much more each party must learn of the other, a process which doth promise to be eventful indeed. To that end, a cadre of Loporrits. Is it cadre, I think, cadre of Loporrits hath gleefully dispersed across our lands in the name of mutual understanding. Adeline, 'tis said, did imbue them with her love for all things born of the star. And 'tis Venat's own nature, I believe, which doth manifest in this impressible, inexhaustible curiosity of theirs. Venat, please come back. Having witnessed that which they strove to achieve, I wish most keenly for their long labors to be rewarded, that their abiding affection for man result in a boon for all. Moreover, I hope to continue our acquaintance and share in such knowledge as they see fit to impart. Acquaintance, I'd call it friendship. You are the first to truly understand them. You are No? These are both pretty nice lines. Acquaintance? I'd call it friendship. I did not wish to presume. I would be honored should they consider me a friend. For 'tis certainly true that I have grown fond of their company. But I shall digress no further. This day should belong to the science of the seventh dawn, to mine incomparable companions. Oft times hath mine reticence caused thee grief, and mine actions spurred allies to suspect betrayal. And yet here amongst you I still stand. No amount of words could express my gratitude for thine acceptance and forgiveness. And thus instead do I proffer my humble support. Be it unto the deepest abyss or the highest heavens, even if I must needs founder cross stormy seas, ever shall I answer thy summons. Is he forecasting? I mean foretelling, forecasting. Foretelling. This fortune teller, he's foretelling. Alright, you want the hat off? I'll take the hat off. And put on a different hat. Where's the hat that I want? I want the itty bitty Eorzea hat. Oh, we are wearing glasses instead. Asking the glory of the rabbit ears. They don't have too many days to last. They only have about 20 streams. The ears that hold up the world. They're carrying the weight of the world. Alright, Eorzea, what do you have to say? Riel, seen to your preparations, have you? I'm just making another sweep of my belongings. Wouldn't do to find I've forgotten something halfway to my destination. Oh, in case you hadn't heard, we've received new reports detailing the devastation caused by the final days. It appears the situation is gravest in the land surrounding the Bounty, where the sky first began to burn. After that, the calamity was observed in the far north, in Garlemald and the frozen lands beyond. We also had reports of the heavens catching fire in isolated locations, one of which was an area in the northern Empty. Had our quest taken any longer, Charlayan too may have come under threat. Thank goodness it's over now. To be sure, blasphemies and lesser beasts may still be roaming about, but these localized crises should be well within the capabilities of each nation to handle on their own. The signs are no longer needed, which isn't to say that we won't help out where we can, of course. As individuals, no more of this order business. For my part, I'll be heading to Garlemald with Alphino. They were among the worst affected and still need all the help they can get. Nod. It won't be easy. An inevitable part of aiding those in need is coming face to face with tragedy, knowing it doesn't make it easy though. Make it any easier though. That I will curse my weakness, my inability to fix every problem and save every soul. But no matter how much it hurts, I won't give up. I'll do what I can for as many people as I can, begrudging no effort. And should I find myself discouraged, I'll remember you. Think back fondly to One of your many moments of triumph and the accompanying determined expression. You mean the accompanying determined nod? Even those that still annoy me in retrospect, like when you activated the teleporter without warning. Oh yeah, when we were about to face off. Yes, the end singer. And should you hear about me, I want you to remember too. Remember that I'm out there somewhere, trying my very best. Okay, I look forward to hearing all about the legendary Eorzea Levia, or think you can keep up with me. Do we taunt her? We taunt her. Taunting expression equipped. You asked for it, so you better watch out. Oh yeah. The next time we meet, I'll be vastly improved, so don't be surprised when you find yourself marveling at me. Our biggest fan. I'll say. Alright, Kururu, what do you have to say? We'll end this off in O. Oh, Riel, how are you feeling? Any lingering aches or pains? I can't apologize enough for sending Xenos to find you in Ultima Thule. When he came to me in Charlene, I was truly torn. As ever, there was only one thing on his mind. Forced to make a decision, I reasoned that if he would not be deterred from seeking you out, he might at least aid us in our cause, and so I struck a bargain. In the end, he was true to his word, and you defeated him despite your earlier exertions, but knowing the state you were found in, it could have ended very differently. My decision almost cost you your life, and no words could express the remorse I feel. Alright, it worked out. You did the right thing. Because without him, we wouldn't have had the foothold to fight against the Endsinger. The ears towering over that potato. You know what? It's fine. It worked out. It worked out. You did the right thing. It's a relief to hear you say that, thank you. Time and time again, I've been made to feel woefully inadequate. I wasn't much use in battle, nor could I face the forum without my nerves getting the better of me. It always fell to you and the others. I must and will do better. And I shall begin with the restoration of the students of Baldasian. Through our work, Charlene will strengthen its ties with our other nations, that we may be better prepared to face whatever threats arise in future. Of course, this isn't something I can accomplish alone, but thankfully I have the staunchest help of Raha and Ojika, and our other remaining members. Together, we will continue Grandfather's work. As before, certain commissions will take us to dangerous locales, and we may need to call upon seasoned adventurers. Hey Job, we are hired. In such times, might you be willing to assist us? Not because you feel obliged, mind you, but because you feel a lure for the task itself. Marvelous. Should something of interest arise, I shan't hesitate to reach out to you. Until that day, I shall endeavor to become a more dependable comrade. Comrade. Oh my god, we can wear the beret. So many more compatible hats now. I still like this hat the best. The glasses are so dorky and cute. Alright, Alfino, what do you have to say? Oh, Riel, forgive me for delaying the gathering. I was writing a letter, you see, to my parents. As busy as father has been tending the aftermath of the Exodus, he has been good enough to show concern for the Scions. And besides, I've made them worry enough for a lifetime. Henceforth, I will endeavor to write as often as I'm able. We're gonna vote cat, and you are gonna turn into another virtual human with big hat. Actually, hats have been compatible with cats for a long time, because Cat in the Hat, yeah, because the cats were in the game since the original version, whereas the rabbits were only added during Shadowbringers. So yeah, all the hats are compatible with cats. Will most likely see cat ear shaped pockets in the hats, or just the ears just protruding from the hats. A little effort to set their minds at ease while we continue to be away from Charlene. Both Alice and I are off to assist with Garland's recovery, you see. Though uncertainty remains over what will become of the nation, we cannot well leave the capital in its present state. We will rejoin those members of the Eorzea contingent still stationed there. Lucia and Maxima helm the relief effort, with support from our allies, the people of Garlemald among them. They will gradually be rejoined by those who have finished treating the tempered across the lands. Lest you misunderstand, we do not seek redemption for failing Licinia and her sister. That is a burden we must always bear. It took me a moment to remember who Licinia and her sister were. They were the Garlean girls who were staying at the old property on the outskirt of the city. No, not the outskirt, like outside of the city. Kinda close to the cerulean refinery. They were very distrustful of the Eorzeans, and instead they ended up running out and getting slaughtered by monsters. Because our approach was not, I guess, in retrospect, the best. And this is what Alfino is referring to when he means seeking redemption. Nay, we must go because of the truth in Lord Quintus's words. No, putting apostrophe S after a word ending with S. Truth is whatever ideals individuals may espouse. Nations are not moved to action unless they stand to benefit. Hey, sounds like corporation. For the foreseeable future, the fallen empire will be at the mercy of both internal and external forces. And though I do not doubt the intentions of the contingent, with greater powers involved in their relief effort, our allies may well find themselves drawn into political agenda. In going, we seek to ensure that the needs of the people come first, to understand their hearts, that we might better help them to begin anew. Do we want him writing to us? I think it's okay. I'll just visit when I can. Paper and ink are expensive in this time and age. Oh, by all means, full glad would I be for your visit, and I believe I speak for Eorzea as well. For fairly as long as I've been in Eorzea, you've been at my side, watching over me in good times and in bad. Yes, we arrived in Uldaha together on that carriage. How many times have we gathered to share tidings? None could possibly keep count. The world is changing and will continue to do so. And no matter what the future brings, I hope that I can ever look to you. In good times and in bad, as a dependable comrade and dear friend both. Thank you, Riel, from the bottom of my heart. And that's it. That's all the people who wanted to talk with us, except for Tataru! Spoken your Spoken your fill, have you? If so, I'm thinking to send everyone off. Desu! Leave the Rising Stones. Oh no. What's your permission then? Your attention, please. At risk of spoiling the mood, the time of departure is upon us. In my capacity as your receptionist, I bid you all safe journeys. Till next we meet, be well. And we are done. Guys, we got the Argos horn. We got the Moondoggo. Moondoggo horn. Wind up. Heroes. Come on, you know who this hero is. Oh, wind up hero is. Use item to acquire the wind up hero is minion. Korgoon. And we got Endwalker Footfalls. Excellent. Let's put that up at the NEA house. And Flow. Flow, I think, is the ending song. That goes... Unskippable cutscenes. Look how many there are. Science of the Seventh Dawn was not a small group. It's funny they all have their in-groups within the groups. Can you ride dog? We will see. Ah! Translation, or the text says, I suppose we're off to Garlemald then. And in the audio she said, well, I guess we're off to Ishgard first. Well, I'm guessing the English text is gonna next say, and we'll stop by Ishgard on the way or something like that. Garlemalding. There we go. Though we ought to speak with Lord Imeric first. If he's received word of any recent developments, we need to know. Purchase some warmer clothes at least. Mayhap we can pick up a few souvenirs for Euless and the others. Wood.
みんなはこの後どうするの？
We don't simply wood here, we wood. Where will you all be heading next?
私は定時ドラバニアに行くわ。探している本がグブラ幻想図書館にありそうなの。
Oh, she's going to Guba, okay.
ついでに一人暮らしの頑固な老人の様子も見てくるつもりよ。
俺たちは当てがある旅じゃないが、ひとまずオールドシャーレアンだな。
ええ、一度レポリットたちの様子を見ておきたいのです。まだかの地に滞在している者がいるようですので。
だったら途中までご一緒させてもらえる？私たちはワルデシオン文館に戻る予定なの。
グバル、ググル、グバル。
最近来た依頼がいくつか溜まってるらしいからな。まずはそれの確認から始めるつもりだ。
Okay, so Raha and Kururu are going back to Old Charlayan. Estinian has got a job from Vritra, so I guess he's going to Razatan.
ああ、もっともブリトラから肝心の要件は聞いてないからな。そこにとどまるとも限らないが。
そうか。となると、皆行く方向はバラバラだし、ここでお別れということになりそうだね。
Is our baby boy being
その前
sentimental?
に一番肝心なことをまだ聞いていないのではなくて？
Where are we going? Yes. If Shola wants to know, she's giving us that look.
お前は
あなたは
Oh my god.
あんたは
Endwalker starts playing in the background. The BGM.
今日何をするんだい
It's Meteon! Maybe. I wonder if that is Meteon. Because there was that one Meteon who was still around. The one who showed us to... Or the one who told the Scions that I should be coming back to the ship soon. Yes, we have. Help us.
いつ訪れようとここは変わらないな。満ちた
Since
命
of
が
this place
輝
never
き、
ceases to amaze me.
たゆたう時を生き続ける。
Congrats on beating 14. Yeah, we beat the big bad. And we know this voice.
感じる。何かがうごめいているような。
We know this voice. We know this voice. We know this voice. It's LED bus. Light emitting diode bus.
地の底より深く、星なき夜より暗いところ。あまたの間をつなぐ晩まで。
What's his title? The Adjudicator?
何が起きているのか早急に突き止めたいところだが、本格的に動くのは
彼女が到来を予
No, I
言
think
した
something else.
星との出会いを
what's
果
the
たして
title?
からかな。
The Choteisha in
魔の巣を朽ち
Japanese.
去る晩までパンデモニウム共に挑まんとする星とはいかなる存在か。
Oh yeah, we have to do the 8-person raid and the 24-person raid of Endwalker. Those are fun.
まだ見ぬ君に巡り会えるその時が楽しみだ。
I like how they make us visit Elpis again, because that's my favorite place from this game, from this expansion. You have completed the main scenario quest, Endwalker. Additionally, you may now enter the dead ends with a party of NPC avatars. Does that new content for you begin exactly at Dawn Trail? Yes. So there's the post-release patch content. So we just finished 6.0. There's 6.1 update to 6.55 or whatever. Those I've done. And then starting Dawn Trail, I have not done anything. So it's all new for me, finally. If Dead Ends is an endgame mode, it's a great name for it. No, it's the dungeon that we did last time. I love that dungeon so much. Can we even do it? I don't think we can do it because my allies are too low level. Oh, we can do duty support instead of trust. Yeah, my trust allies are level 71. Did you guys like see this dungeon last time? Because I love this dungeon so much. I might just go through it to gain level. Well, actually, no, I can't because this is a level 90 dungeon and I'm not gonna gain any XP. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful blue star that fell to pestilence and rotted inside and out. The more its people clung to life, the more they suffered. Banker, you're slow! Riel pulls the entire entire dungeon wall to wall. Blames it on Thancred. I'm surprised that didn't aggro. Hello? Anyway, this is Dead Ends, the dungeon. And it's amazing. One of my favorite dungeons in the game. Yeah, we'll do this dungeon and call it a day. Let's see if I can do it in first person. Or actually, that's too hard, so let's just do Dark Souls perspective. Elden Ring perspective, I guess. Almost time for the Uma Musume portion. Nah. No Uma Musume tonight, I'm tired. Where's the text? There's a text that we can read. Why do you ask such a question? Do you not see the plague and pestilence that consumes us? Our world is a of rancid blood and rotting flesh, where death is the only remedy to suffering. There's no meaning to be found in such misery, but it's not always to us. Beneath the waves we knew only peace and plenty. We wanted for naught and yet craved more, that our progeny might someday flourish as we never could. Eventually we ventured to the lands above, bearing flame and iron, toppling any who dared to oppose our might. The world was ours for the taking. Until they cursed not the illness, but their fellow corrupted. Be gone with you! You belong to sea, monsters. Run away! Morata! Oh yeah, and these are all the planets that Meteion visited that were dying or dead. Well, some of the planets that she visited. She visited, I don't know how many exactly, but many and many. Enough to break her soul. This BGM is so good. Atta! This world is not the boundless paradise we were promised. Our population quickly outstripped the habitable land, while seas we thought would shine forever blue ran dry, spoiled in forging the tools of conquest. Cramped homes turned to squalor, and then came the sickness, our undoing, and the final blessing this star has to offer. We're no longer the fools we once were. Wheresoever life goes, death will follow. Indeed, existence is but the most painful path unto nothingness, and the wise embrace their obliteration wholeheartedly. Sounds like the excuse me, the Ia. Caustic Geblo says, help me. Ah, what the heck? My skill didn't work. Why did ethereal manipulation didn't work? Why did it not work? I mean, was I too far?
命はただ晴れただれ腐れ落ちていく。
もらった。
Don't leave me. No, it's okay. I'll obliterate you. You'll feel nothing. Don't want to die alone. That's okay. You won't know any better. It'll be over in a blink. Yeah, Eorzea. I'll be that poor bastard. We must end it. End the suffering. And last rotation, and it's dead.
そして最後の一人は言った。生まれてくるんじゃなかったと。
Oh yeah, this dungeon doesn't give any armor. In a faraway place, a brilliant star eradicated disease. Before destroying the self-same lives it saved. Its people sought ever greater freedoms, no matter the cost. That otherworldly beings should first grace us with their presence is a sign. Indeed, they understand that we, the global community, are possessed of the wisdom and compassion needed to guide this star back to the path of righteousness. Yet the freedom fighters dare to undermine us, inviting chaos to disrupt the order we had labored so hard to build. They have forgotten the history of the star and its once myriad nations, the wars waged, the countless lives lost. They must be brought to heel, the world united under a single standard, no matter the cost. No matter the cost. They try to buy peace with fire and steel. Oh my god, those enemies have long range hitting capabilities. Where's that last book? Oh, here we go. Long forgotten correspondence. We constructed the Peacekeeper, the pinnacle of engineering and technology. This war machine was designed to rid us of freedom fighters as well as any other potential threats to the peace we have long pined for. Its artificial intelligence ensures that this singular function is carried out with cold and calculating precision. Indeed, the 10,000 Peacekeepers units we created have now routed every threat to peace, including us. All that remains is to stand and fight. Guess what? AI has determined the biggest threat to humanity is humanity! What a surprise! Yeah, I'm not dying to the Peacekeeper today. I have learned from my mistake of last week.
なめないでね。そして最後の一人
When
は
one asked, what is the
なぜこの
point?
力を得てしまったのかと。
There was no one left to answer. I did it! I killed them all! I killed them all. Plenty. At last her time has come, mercy to us all. While there still existed a star without strife. Released at last. When none remembered life's trials or its joys. Where none remembered it, life's trials or joys. Yay, Des! A curious traveler visited our star, a bird which proffered these questions. What meaning does life hold? For what do you strive? I could find no satisfactory answer, only bittersweet memories of an age-long past. There was a time when we were lesser, and our nescience sought purpose, struggled to justify life's worth. That was, of course, before we achieved perfection. Now, condemned to our paradise, we understand the fatuity of existence. Like the fledgling we once were, the poor bird could not accept the truth. It asked us again and again, hoping perhaps our answer might change. What its people gained from ease, they lost to apathy. Apathy. Oh shoot, how did Sanger die? I pulled too hard. I blame it on Alphino and Alze for not using AoE attacks. Rip cred. We got some kills, so the next pull should be easier. You know, I never noticed. I was always so busy looking up. I never, ever noticed that. I think below is just Ultima Thule, right? It's the archery. Ah, beautiful. Oh, right there. But it's blue, though. Rodney route confirmed. Whoops, I messed up my rotation. Oh, Tancred doesn't have... Why does he not have his invincibility? Ow. Okay, Tancred's back! Can you get the aggro? Okay, he's fine. Maybe we were the tarnished all along. That's how we keep coming back. We're getting closer to the other tree. This one's a little smaller. There was a time when we yearned to explore the heavens, found purpose in the hope of unveiling life's mysteries. A dream shattered when we reached enlightenment and found it empty. There was a time when we believed in our legacy, thought ourselves marking a worthy path to our successors might follow. Efforts rendered futile when we discovered the keys to paradise and immortality. As individuals, we struggled to know what was right. Yet, in today's perfect unity, there is not left to question. We are infinity constricted by the finite. But no more. Ra-La shall grant us mercy of annihilation. From nothing we were born, to nothing we must return. I just realized that we were wearing the wrong hat. And our defense was lower, and our attack, I guess.
優しい終わりをもたらす獣。
バンバンバンバン。
踊るようにそれが跳ねる美しき死を舞い上げながら。影に行くわよ。その星で死は尊き黄金色に覆われ全てが終わりゆく。
The game does make more effort in the newer expansions to be more like telegraphing using body movements instead of ground AoEs. Can I use the LB? Or is Alize gonna use it? It's not LB2 yet. I want LB2. Well, I guess I'll just use it now. If it doesn't die... Oh, it dies. Last earring of casting. Of countless stars. Oh, we got the orchestrion roll! Perfect! Nice. I love that music. The question is now, do we set the NEA Eorzea house BGM to Of Countless Stars or Endwalker Footfall? Ah, I used a Nezarite ticket. Select track. Of Countless Stars. Here we go. Dude, I forgot to actually set to it. Perfect. Unfortunately, you are not able to. I really need to actually build something here because it's been like this for 2 years, I think. Is this the Nano Annette Cafe? No, it's my super secret library. I like how the material supplier is dressed like a noble and she doesn't bow at me. Yeah, look at that. She's the only one who doesn't bow. That's funny. I wonder if that's intentional. Anyway, I have 1.7 gigabytes left on my recording drive, so I must get going before stream starts recording. Stops recording. Thanks for coming to watch the last part of Endwalker 6.0, and we'll be back with 6.1. Or perhaps some 8-person and 24-person Endwalker raids. Konnichiwa ba. See you everyone on Monday with the scheduled stream. Bye. Konnichiwa ba.